I'm Tristan. I've got Mark, my co-host with me, Mark Rader. We're literally like 10 minutes from each other, but we decided to do it from our own houses individually.
I can see you at my window right now.
I can see you. And we've been working together for about 5 years now. He's one of our best agents for Tristan and Associates. I always have him on here because he also leads our office's productivity coaching, and he also leads the team coaching for a brilliant tribe here. So that's what we've got. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about social media, and we want to remind you that the world that we're shifting into is no different than other worlds that we've had. I love to use a quote by Mark Twain. Mark, have you heard of this one by Mark Twain? It's like history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. And I thought, oh, interesting. And some economists also use that. And so I thought, why not use it? We're not going to see the exact same thing happen over and over. We're going to see similarities. And so with that, I want to remind you that whatever world we head into, the world is all about attracting. And social media, hands down, is the best place to attract the most people. I'm going to take you through a little journey really quick online live so we can go through this. Mark, can you see my window? It's on Google.
I can see it with that nice little illustration that Google has in there.
Perfect. All right. Most visited websites in the world as of July, according to Wiki. Here are, geez, it already gave it to me. Top 4, Google, google.com, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and then right underneath that is Instagram. Those are the top 5 as of May 2022. It's not going to change dramatically. The only one that's catching up, you'll see, is TikTok. And so with that, we want to be where the consumer is. And we want to remind you that when it comes to social media, there are 2 things you need to be paying attention to. Number 1 is creating content. And number 2 is engagement. And you have to continually do those because this is a high touch game. You have to show up and then you have to engage no matter what. And you can see that at the highest level too. Like with Gary V, he does it so well, right? He not only posts and he has a team of editors throw everything out, but he also engages. He also messages you back. He talks to you. He emails. So that's a great example to jump into. And I'm going to give you great examples right here that you can dive into. In fact, Monch, who's on the other end, Mark, he put something here for us. And as I'm pulling this out, everybody's going to love this. Let me know what city and state you're from. It also lets me know that the chat is working. City, state, country. Mark is out of. Mark, where are you out of?
Your backyard.
Okay, Mark is out of my backyard. I'm in my front yard. This is why you don't hear an echo.
No, we're in Ventura County, like Malibu, California, Westlake Village, California.
I love it. All right, we got a lot of people from everywhere. I love this. Nice. And Keely back from Portugal. Thank you. Appreciate it. Do me a favor, everybody. We're going to be holding this for the rest of the year on Tuesdays, 1 p.m. Pacific, whatever that is on yours, 4 p.m. Eastern. Just put that into your calendars. It's the exact same link. And we're going to be talking about all the pertinent things that you need to be paying attention to when it comes to the market. And I'll always be sharing something great with you. I'm going to put this into the chat.
Oh, we got Thousand Oaks. Look at that.
Who's in Thousand Oaks?
Christina.
Oh, we know Christina. What's up, Christina?
Nice.
All right, here you go. This is fresh off the press. Mark, you haven't seen this because we just finished it earlier in the morning. And this is the social media calendar that we typically give out monthly. We actually made this one earlier. Let's start with Monday, August 1st. It continues from the previous month, so it doesn't start all over with S. It just continues. This one continued with Y. So the very first thing, Mark, I'm going to go to you. Yep. If you're not figuring out what to do on social and you're like, what do I post up on your personal account, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, doesn't matter. What's your favorite place to vacation with your family and why? What is it?
The beach. The beach.
The beach.
The beach,
I love
it's
it.
warm. It's warm and sunny, and also it's.
Is that any beach?
It depends. Like, what kind of vacation? We're talking long term. If we're going long, I like to go like Hawaii. But if we're going to stay somewhere close, and I like to go to San Diego, maybe.
All right. I like that. So what I find is a lot of us stop from posting things because we don't know what to post. And part of this process of creating content is remaining consistent over a very long period of time. Right? What's up, Jessica? I see you. Santa Rosa Beach. Look at that. Beach, Florida here. Like William, what's up? And Thomas from San Diego County. The key to this is looking at something like what we've got here and using it as a prompt. Because the next thing that happens, let's say on August 2nd, I'm telling you to sell with a story now. Something you're proud of about your business. Now, Mark, tell me what you're proud of about your business, and let's twist it into a story.
Actually, one thing that's new is having a high rate of graduates from the coaching program at the office.
Dude, I love that. I love that a lot. All right, so that would be a great story, because remember, stories are the way we connect with people and people remember it. So I would start off and say, I remember when our broker or our manager for the office reached out to me and said, hey, have you ever thought about coaching? And I'm like, and I remember you and I talked about this. You're like, I don't know. Should I? Is this an opportunity? What do you think? And I would bring that humanity to that story part. Be like, I wasn't sure about it, but now looking back just over the last few months, it's been an amazing success. I love empowering people, and then get into that, right? And then if you want to get even more specific, you tell a story about one person without naming names that has really inspired you because they're doing great. And then people start remembering the story for that. Now, you can do the same thing with real estate. You can do the same thing with any business, in fact. And then we circulate to teach, right? So we are STAY. Next, expand on a frequently asked question about your business. This is an opportunity that we have to be able to go deeper in the things that we already love and do on a daily basis. I hope we love and do it. What's up, Lana? I see you. And you have so much knowledge when it comes to real estate, but I think you need to put a lot more of it out on social, like Instagram or Reels, TikToks. And we've done quite a different amount of content when it comes to teaching. And we know that when the story is being told along with teaching, it engages a lot more. And it's all about consistency. The biggest complaint I get when it comes to social media is I've been posting for 30 days and it's still not doing anything. And I'm like, well, it takes a lot longer than that. And you have to show up for a long time. There's very few people that go viral and grow rapidly in the span of 30 days. Very, very few. It takes a long time in showing up consistently. And even then, some of the stuff I post on TikTok doesn't get any love. It gets like 200, 100 views. And some of those then some days get thousands. But what I find is that it's got to be a mix. That's why I started with this STAY, because we tend to gravitate hard one way or another, and we don't show all aspects of who we are. And that becomes a challenge sometimes because people, when they see that you're one-dimensional, don't always connect with you. My friend, London Lazerson, he's got 9 million followers on TikTok. And he says, look, at least have 3 buckets. And I'm telling you 4, right? This is why I alternate between STAY. Oh, Monch, thanks for posting that up, buddy. And I'm just going to show you so you can see some of the videos we post up. Some of them get some attention. Some of them don't get any. This is me. So that's me. And see 200, 100, right? That's like kind of weak, right? 500. Some of them do okay. They're around 400. This is me daily showing up, right? This one got 9,000 last week, right? Then early last week or the week before here, we got one that got 106,000. But it doesn't happen every day for us as we're growing on a normal basis. I'm not London Lazerson. If I look up London, right, let me see if he comes up, London Laz, who all of his posts blow up. I mean, 145,000, 300,000, 300, 800. This one, it just keeps going like that. But it took him such a long time to get here, right? And he's alternated and he's found his buckets. And I'm looking at you now. I want you to identify what your superpowers are. What are they? This is where, if you don't know what they are, this is why the calendar is so good. It'll prompt you. And you're like, well, Mark, I'm going to go to you. Like, if you're looking at this calendar and now you're on Thursday and you're on advice on the 4th, and I say, well, give me a favorite quote and ask people to share theirs. You'd probably go online, find a great quote that you love, and then post it up or share. You can either talk about it or just post it up as a picture, right? And then go to Friday.
Actually, I just did that the other day because I found a quote. It was an Alice in Wonderland quote. It was about surrounding yourself with people that build you up rather than people that bring you down. It was a really good quote. And I mean, this is exactly right. If I didn't know what to post, this is a great idea. Hey, I'm going to post about this.
So use this to prompt you to be able to create content, because the second part to this, as we get into it, you'll see goes deeper because of it. You need both in order to grow massively. Let me see if I've got a question here. I think somebody's got a question. Ileana, yeah, we do use KCM sometimes. We actually have duetted people. Here, let me jump in and I'll show you as an example. I'm going to bust out my Instagram so you can see what we've done there. Because as you go in and take a look at other possibilities, they make it super easy for you. When I'm talking about I'm talking about Instagram and TikTok. So you can see here, when we go and duet others, right? I duetted the president. There you go. I also used Dave Ramsey's video. Then I did another duet over here. And sometimes I also duetted Chris Smith as well. The ability for you to duet is so easy. And as long as you find something that you can relate with that's part of your business or that you think is entertaining or you think is great, duet it, right? Go deeper. And that's an opportunity that you have as well. And the information that we have through Keeping Current Matters or just data, a lot of people don't have this and we take it for granted. And people want to know about the data right now. So Jessica asked, and then tag Tristan and all of your content. That's good.
Yes.
Tag Mark Rader and Tristan. There you go. That's so funny. Let me see.
Do you just post it yourself, or do you just record the videos and your VA handles the posting? As Oscar wants to know.
You know, Oscar, it's a great question. I just put up the calendar there, but I actually post a lot of the content myself to TikTok and to Instagram, and especially to Facebook. I do have the team, my VA team. I do have them post in between content that's already been edited or curated. But a lot of the stuff, like I'm just scrolling through Instagram, and when I find something that I think I can use, I save it and I text it to myself, and I'm like, I'm going to use this one later on today. What I find is that a lot of us are letting social media use us instead of coming in and saying, you know what, I have an intent here. I'm going to use it for my business to be able to grow. And this is the second part. The first part was the content creation, which you need to show up every day. And if you think you're doing enough, just scratch it and say, you know what, you're not doing enough. You need to double it, triple it, quadruple it. You need to do way more because we live in a world that attracts people, right? Rita, I post 64 pieces of content a day. I don't expect that of you because I have a team.
Yes, so every day.
I want you to think, I want to post one place to start. I want to post one place a day. And I'll give you an example. If you just jump into Instagram, let's just say you decided to do Instagram, and then we'll jump into the second part of this engagement and growth. But if you wanted to do Instagram, you have opportunities because you can go live once a week. You can post to your feed once a day. You can post a reel maybe once a day. You can do multiple stories 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day, right? Throughout. You could do a story right now and tag us, right? And then you have other abilities like posting up the video. I know Instagram has this longer form video you can add. So there's a lot that you can do just with one platform. And if you want to gravitate to what's working the most, it's reels and stories for Instagram. And TikTok, it's stories that they copied from Instagram, which Instagram copied from Snapchat, but stories on TikTok and just a regular TikTok. So think about that. Think of how you can go deeper, because I don't think you're going deep enough. And here's the best part, because to me, although creating content is amazing and I love it, I think we miss an opportunity to really connect and create a community when it comes to using social media for what it was intended for. And I'll give you an example. I'm just going to jump into my Instagram right now. This is my Instagram. You've got the stories on top. This is on my desktop, so it looks a little different, right? But this is my Instagram. Now I'm going to scroll through. Drunk on Social is our own company, so I'm going to like it, right? But as I scroll down, I'm looking for somebody that I can connect with, that's part of that's following me, that I follow, either a friend, past clients, fear, anything like that, right? And I follow a lot of companies. That's one that I follow. Obviously, I work with Success Magazine, so follow them, right? I'm looking for, look, I found Blair. Perfect. What I'm going to do is listen to this one. And as I'm listening, I know he just started golfing again, so he bought new clubs, right? And so what I would do, this is you now. This is the second part. This is where you're going to LCM everybody. Like, comment, message. I'm going to like it. I'm going to comment, right? I need to go golfing with you. There, I commented. And now if I want to take it up a level, which I am, is I'm going to hover over his name and I'm going to message him right there. And then the message is going to be along the lines of this video. And it's going to say, hey, what golf clubs were those? Because I don't think I can read them. What golf clubs were those? And do you like them? Because I'm thinking of getting back into golf so I can beat Mark Rader, right?
I shouldn't take too much practice.
And then once I'm done there, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the next one. And then I'm going to go to the next person. And then I'm going to go to Facebook. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to like, comment, message right through here. And then guess what happens as you start doing this consistently over a long period of time? Oh, Maxine, you popped up. I think she's in here as well. I have a lot of friends who are real estate agents. That's obviously lab coat agents, right? David's a great friend of mine. So I would like, comment, and then I would message him. And here's the thing that's amazing about messaging. 98, this is not my stat, this is stats all across. 98% of the people that you message that are following you and you're following will return that message back. It says a higher open ratio than texts, callbacks, voicemail, or email. So why wouldn't you be messaging people? You're killing so many birds with one stone. Like, Mark, if somebody is looking at the things that you're doing, because you're also an amazing DJ, by the way, he writes amazing music. Mark, if you posted up one of your awesome songs and then you get a like and a comment, the comment's like, I love your song. And then somebody messages you and said, dude, now I'm playing this on replay. How does that make you feel?
Oh, of course, it's going to make you feel good.
And that's what it's about. Our job is to connect with people and to use social media for what it was intended to be used for, and that's connecting with other people and creating relationships, because the world that we live in is all about attracting others. Like, we're creating a community with the things that we do. But if we jump in every morning and have no intent behind what we're doing here on social, it shows, because you half-ass the job. You just like, complain, like, more complaints. Did you see this one? Snap, send it to somebody else. Look at this idiot, right? Instead of using it to create relationships. Your job is to connect with people and make them feel empowered, make them feel great, because the next time they see you, they'll be like, oh, that person, they have a deeper connection. That's just part of it, because the algorithm on this, when we teach this for Facebook and Instagram, they love this part because the algorithm also gets affected. Now that I like, comment, and messaged Mark. Let's say I was the one that messaged Mark about his music because it's in my sphere. I did all three things. he's going to respond back, say, thanks, man. I appreciate that, or whatever he responds back like. And then I know what he's going to respond back. He's going to respond back, my boy, because he and I always respond back. Anyway, he's going to respond back to me. And then what happens is he's going to check out what I'm up to. He's going to check out my profile on Instagram. And then that's up to you on Instagram. Let's just go back to Instagram, things you got to fix on your profile right now. Your profile's got to be really ready to go here. You've got to have what you do for a living, who you are really quick, no spam. And over here, you've got to have a link to send them to where you want to send them to. Often when I do short videos, I point to the link and I'm like, click on the link above on my profile, because as I click on this, and Beacons is free. You can get Beacons for free, right? Pretty quick. I got join my newsletter, text me, and listen to one. This is probably one of my favorite podcasts that I did with Cy Wakeman. And then if you click on that, you go to the books, and then that's a message from me. Beacons is free. You can download this. Put that link there. Put a link to your top 100 properties. Put a link to all the beach properties you have. Put a link to all of the listings you have. Put a link to a report you just got from Keeping Current Matters. Put something there and have a call to action so you're pointing to it. Because what happens is, as soon as Mark, as soon as you see this, I already hacked the algorithm because you went to my profile and now I pop up on your feed for the next 30, 20 minutes here and there.
Mm-hmm. Tristan, what's your take on posting and also posting that link on your personal and or business page? What is your take on that? Because I know there's a lot of different answers.
Yeah, it changes. And look, remember how we used to all use horizontal video? Be like, oh, don't shoot vertical video. It sucks. Horizontal is the way to go. I don't know if you're old enough to remember that. Do you remember that? No, you don't. You're looking at me like you have no clue what the hell I'm talking about.
It doesn't even format the same.
It used to be, Mark, it used to be only shoot horizontal. Okay, damn it. It used to be that. And it switched. Yeah, Anna remembers. Thank you, Anna. So now it's shifted to vertical. Like now you can do both. Like YouTube, definitely horizontal, and Facebook. And now if you're doing reels or short video, vertical. But so my answer right now for this year is go personal, all personal, bunch and personal, all personal. Personal Instagram, change it to creator if you can. It allows you to get more music. My business one doesn't allow me to use the music. So TikTok, same way. I have both a business and a creator. I love my creator one. My business one limits the music I can use. So all personal. Facebook, personal, upload to Reels on Facebook. LinkedIn, make sure you turn on the creator mode on LinkedIn so you can use their video features, right? And then YouTube, once you get to 1,000 followers on YouTube or 1,000 subscribers, you can go live. And then once you get to 10,000, if you want to, right? Once you get to 10,000, then you can add a membership, a paid membership to it. But look, as you go deeper into this, you've got to remind yourself that you need to do more. You need to do more in connecting. These tools that we have, the social media, that's why I showed you at the beginning, the top 5 most visited websites in the world. The key is creating relationships with everything that you're doing, because that's one thing that Zillow, Redfin, any tech company out there cannot take away from us, the relationship aspect to this. And great question, Debbie. Good job on spotting that, Mark. That was a good question we got twice. Jessica says, it gets insanely real when people walk up to you at HomeGood and act like they know because they've been following your content, but you have no idea who they really are. Jessica, that's good. I like that.
Also, HomeGoods is great too. Shout out to HomeGoods.
HomeGoods is awesome, but this is not sponsored by HomeGoods, right? But
it's not?
No. Jessica, Sharon was very passionate in San Diego about always redirecting to your actual website versus Linktree. Thoughts? Jessica, it really depends on what you want to do, because think of this. If I have this great report that I got from Keeping Current Matters that has the what's going to happen, the news, the market for the third quarter, I'm not going to send them to my website. I would rather send them over to wherever it's going to be like, hey guys, click on the link above, and maybe that link is just specifically the KCM or the Keeping Current Matters download. Or maybe it's a link tree that says download the latest report, and then the rest have other things. So I think it really depends on what you want to do. I can see what he was saying. And for most people, I would say just keep it to one specifically that leads you one place. But then I also see other influencers that have like, I just interviewed one influencer that has 10 million followers on Instagram, and she has a link tree that has like 20 things. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to get lost. But I mean, she's also got 10 million followers, right?
Mhm.
So, Jessica, I think it comes down to what you want to do. So great question. Brian says, oddly enough, I rarely think about the social part of social media. I need to do a better job on LCM. Brian, it actually happens to me too. Sometimes I'm in the middle of something and I forget that this is my business, right? And I'm going through and I'm like, I'm already falling into the trap. I get angry. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Why is somebody? Oh, that's right. Hold on. It's my business. Let me get back to business. So it happens to all of us, Brian. And
Yeah.
if I struggle, go ahead.
Oh, well, I was going to say one thing I noticed about Anna's comment. If I struggle to do YouTube videos that take more time, is doing TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook enough? Well, why not repurpose those videos that you're posting on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook towards the YouTube? You can do short format on YouTube. You can also do YouTube Shorts too. YouTube Shorts is pretty popular right now as well. And also too, it's actually the same amount of time. Just only thing is you're just repurposing it.
Yeah, that's a great one, Mark. I think as important is if you don't want to start with YouTube, don't start with Instagram or start with Facebook. So I always tell people, go to where you feel the most comfortable and where you know you're going to show up consistently. Because this game that we play here, it's a high touch sport, is all about consistency. Because the more you do it, Mark, the more you do it, the more you're going to identify with what's connecting with your audience. And you're like, oh, you know what? This is connecting more. I'm going to stop doing that other thing. I'm going to do more of this. And that's what social media is about. You just have to continually be showing up. Like stories, how would I use them on YouTube? I don't think you would use the stories on YouTube, but YouTube Shorts does have a section. You can do shorts as short as 15 seconds. So you're fine to use them there if you want to use those stories.
Talk about this.
Let me see if I can show you on my video section the shorts, and you can see how, yeah, here they are. This is my YouTube channel. You can see the little S right there. Those are shorts, right? You can see we do a lot of shorts. Some of them get okay views, some of them do less than okay, right? And these are the longer ones, the ones with the big thumbnails, right? So you get to see which ones do well, which ones don't. But look, post as much as you can. A lot of this stuff is curated on YouTube. Only these I do live right over here. But anyway, great question there. All right, guys, I think that's a wrap. Mark, anything you have, buddy?
It's awesome. Looking forward to it. Recording. Can we touch on that?
Oh, yeah, the recording will be done. It'll be sent out to everybody. And if you want Mark or myself to coach you separately to go deeper on anything, we can. I'm not sure we even put the link up there. Somebody put up the link, maybe, if we do coaching. I don't even know if we do it.
Right.
Mark, do you coach?
Well, I'm going to drop Instagram there. It's my Instagram handle. Hit me up. We can chat. Any questions, let me know.
There you go. It's Marcus. All right, everybody. Thank you for being on. This is recorded. We'll throw out this to everyone who registered and put this on your calendars so we don't have to keep on reminding you.
Yeah.
Mark, see you later, buddy.
Later.